Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Good, I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Good, thank you. So my name is Sahar, and this is Avirok, and we're from the Coin Republic.
Mm-hmm.
So today we have DJ from
Yes.
Fusion. Okay. So we'll just jump right in if that's okay with you.
Yeah, it's okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no
And
problem. Thank you.
I'm very glad to be invited to the interview here.
Yeah, no, we're glad to have you. Fusion was founded by you in 2017.
Yeah.
During its launch, it was termed as an innovative new way to look at blockchain and was called to be inclusive. What was your
Yeah.
mindset with which you created Fusion?
I have to say it was very natural for me because late 2009, 2017, everybody was talking about a cryptocurrency, right?
Mm-hmm.
But no one was talking about crypto finance,
Right.
which made me think there must be a huge market in the future, a market of automated finance, fully relying on the code without any third parties.
Mm-hmm.
So, but obviously, the root cause is that in late 2017, the infrastructure is not that ready.
Mm-hmm.
Then let's dig a little bit deeper. What kind of infrastructure was not ready to support that? I think the first one was connectivity. So at that time, there was no way to connect the different chains. Not speaking of connection between chains and the banking systems, right? So the second obstacle at that time was that extracting value from time is actually it is very basic to almost all financial instruments, right? In a conventional financial industry, we need to rely on centralized institutions to settle when time is in place. Then, how to extract value from time in a nice, simple, and a decentralized way? I think it's a problem at that time. We knew theoretically EVM could do everything, but if we are not able to extract value from time easily in a decentralized way, the financial instruments could never be decentralized. Even if some are decentralized, it would be very complicated and difficult. So that's the obstacle and the problem I saw at that time, and these are something Fusion is specifically trying to solve. So this is why, and this is how we were thinking about trying to build the protocol infrastructure as Fusion.
Okay. So that brings me to my next question. Who would you consider your competitors then?
You mean the competitors of Fusion?
Yes.
Um, you know, as I stated previously, Fusion is a public blockchain
Correct.
specifically designed to serve digital finance.
Mm-hmm.
Since mid last year, DeFi became more and more popular. However, most of the decentralized apps were developed on top of Ethereum.
Mm-hmm.
But Fusion is specifically designed to serve this market, and it's 100% compatible with Ethereum. And
Okay.
Fusion has the hardcore technology like the first one is DCRM, distributed control rights mechanism,
Mhm.
which solved the cross-chain problem in encryption layer. And it is the only live and a commercial decentralized cross-chain solution in the world. Any swap cross-chain bridges, multi-chain .xyz cross-chain bridges, they are both using DCRM at the moment. So it supports token roaming among different chains, uh, like Fusion, Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Hapco, Phantom, Polygon, XDAI. So a lot of different chains.
Mhm.
No matter what kind of token you have on those different chains, we can have it roam from one to another. in the future, DCRM is even able to support cross-system, like cross the core banking system with the chains, right? And even, I'm not sure if you have heard about that, even European Central Bank mentioned Fusion and the DCRM technology in their digital currency report. So this is the first hardcore technology Fusion has developed. The second one is time frame the technology, or we call it time slice. Fusion has the technology we call it time frame, and we also developed a protocol FRC 758. So basically, besides symbol and the amount, it has a dimension, additional dimension to define a token, time. With the technology, anyone could create financial instruments in a decentralized way, like bond, futures, options, you name it. So a lot of different financial instruments, they can, if we use this technology, it could be created very easily and in a decentralized way. Anyone you can create it. Not like today, we only can rely on a centralized institution to create a financial instruments, right? So the third hardcore technology is quantum swap. It's actually another hardcore technology for user to exchange a set of token to another set of tokens even with a stranger in a decentralized way. It's totally trust free. So it's also a problem, a very important thing we need to solve in the digital finance in the future. So with all of those technologies, Fusion is able to have any coins or tokens to roam from different chains and interact with each other, create financial instruments in a decentralized way. That's what we call the Internet of Value. So when you are asking me the competitors, or when you're asking me what's the advantage of Fusion,
Correct.
I have to tell you, yeah, we have a very, very big competitive advantages comparing to other different blockchains. Yes?
Oh, sorry, my computer like froze for a second. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah, so if you could, what about AnySwap? Because I know it is also powered by Fusion's decentralized control rights movement, or DCRM technology. So how is that different from Fusion exactly?
Yes, most of you must have heard that Polkadot, Cosmos, they are working on cross-chain solutions, right? But you might not know that AnySwap cross-chain bridge is the only live cross-chain bridge supporting hundreds of tokens and a lot of chains. Uh, so tokens on different chains are able to roam among chains, as I explained previously. So this is the technology Fusion developed. If you haven't tried it, I strongly recommend you to try it by yourself. But in terms of the differences you were asking, I think AnySwap is a private company which is focusing on using DCRM technology developed by Fusion to provide a bridge service. It is not a chain. AnySwap is not a chain. So Fusion is the public blockchain, and all tech is from Fusion. So that's the difference. But we are expecting AnySwap to show the technology to the entire world that this is much more mature than Polkadot or Cosmos, well, which was claiming to build some cross-chain solutions, but actually this is the only live and a commercial solution for cross-chain in the world so far. So we're very proud of that, and we are trying to embrace all of those chains in the world, just as you said, to be inclusive, right?
That's really that's good. I think it's important to be different from other blockchains, because in the long run, things do tend to, lose value. So so with that being said, in the future, like what factors can lead to Fusion's rise in value?
It's a tough question, but as far as I know, in Change, we have more than 560,000 users waiting to buy FSN to use as gas for an app, which is called Change, right? So uh, I'm not speaking of any other speculations or something else, but these are the real numbers and the real number of users who are waiting to buy FSN. So as we all know, price is something um, decided by the balance of demand and supply, right? So the demand is coming. So that's how we see the fusion's value. And this is one of the biggest reason we're trying to build Fusion. It's a public blockchain, so we hope more and more users could use our infrastructure in the future. Then they need to buy FSNS gas to utilize all the hardcore technology developed by Fusion.
So you mentioned Change, correct?
Yes.
So from the website, it says that Change is an automated financial application, which runs on Fusion, obviously. So can you tell us why you started this project and what's the vision that you have for Change?
Yeah, change an extension of Fusion, but focusing on end users and mass adoptions. Um, we're targeting it to fully utilize Fusion's magical technology to serve the regular. Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I think my internet's having a little bit of an issue.
I think DJ, it was your internet. You kind of froze for a while.
Yeah, probably. I will start.
Okay.
Yeah,
Can you please? Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah. Change is an extension of Fusion, but it is targeted to focusing on end users and mass adoptions. We're trying to have change to fully utilize Fusion's hardcore technology, magical technology to the regular users. Um, Most of you probably have noticed that unlike 15 years ago, we could only rely on centralized institutions like newspaper, magazines, TV stations to create the contents and distribute through their own channel. Today, every one of us are using a kind of self media, right? Twitter, Facebook. We could create contents by ourselves and distribute to the world by ourselves as well, right? So this is the change what the internet has brought to us. Yeah, we are seeing it happening to financial world too. Today, we could only rely on the centralized financial institutions to issue financial instruments and distribute through their own channels, and they then they earn a lot of profit. But change is aiming to make everyone a self-banking or self-financing unit. Everyone could create your own financial instruments in a decentralized way and interact with anyone from anywhere in this world. So all guaranteed by the code, fully trust-free. And so this is why we are trying to build change, because we see the trend. We see there will be a lot of things changed in the world in terms of the financial industry. And we are trying to move forward to support that. We call it the automated and coded finance. We we're building change to serve everyone with financial services and enable everyone to provide financial services through the code.
Okay, so how is the project doing so far?
Change is doing very good. Within 3 months, change accumulated just as I said. Change accumulated more than 560,000 real users from 203 countries and areas all over the world. In March, we had a total of 2.7 million web page sessions spread across all of the world. The top three countries with the biggest number of website users being Asia, Europe, and Americas. Our Twitter account has almost around 40,000 followers just within 3 months.
Oh.
And at the moment, we have 39,100 followers, and in March alone, we've had 88,000 mentions, and let me check, and almost 13 million impressions. So it's really fantastic. And we are going to start to release our Change app in April. So just this month, we can see the community is growing very fast, and it never slowed down.
Yeah.
So this is some stats I want to share with you. It's really encouraging and yeah, very, very good.
So the actual change price, why would it be so close to zero?
You mean the change price? Yeah, we just announced that the starting price, the listing price of change, CHNG, will be 0.000001 USDT, right? So a lot of people they just they were just shocked, or they were some of them they even complained that. So let me explain it to you. I think it's a very good way to explain this to the community. This is something largely known in the financial world as price discovery, right? So the price discovery process is the process of determining the price of an asset in a market through the interaction of buyers and sellers. This is a widely spread model throughout the blockchain industry and other financial industry, which was applied to a various currency, including the Bitcoin. And Bitcoin was launched to 2019, right? 2029, 2009. In that year, the price actually, nobody knows what the price is until somebody they got to trade in a centralized exchange, right? So we announced the price as close to zero, just because we announced in our previous medium, change has no value because we distributed all change to the community. Obviously the price has to be zero. But in the system, it does not allow us to use zero as the starting price, because the system does not support division of zero, right? So that's why we set the starting price as the smallest piece of USDT. It's 0.000001 USDT. So let's dive into the details of what it means for our users. Okay, so change, unlike other projects on the market, brings along the huge advantages and empowers its final users to the max. Numerous currently available projects have a private sale or initial investment from the private entities, which automatically implies that the starting price for a token cannot be too low, because this would mean that the initial investors would lose money, right? But having these large amount of coins in hand at private sale participants also means that the retail traders are at great risk, right? So this does not work in the advantage of regular users. So if one of these so-called whale decides to sell all of his assets, then the price will plummet instantly, and all other holders will lose money, right? So it's not fair to the retail traders. So with changes, it's impossible. No one will lose money simply because no one has changed allocation, even change team. We don't have any allocation of change. We have to earn our change just as everybody does. Right? Change basically hands over the right of price discovery and the determination to the entire community. And we believe this to be the true spirit of the blockchain industry, with no advantages for the rich. A fair and equal opportunity presented to all who can see the potential behind the Change app. So this is what we are this is what we are trying to build, and we don't want anyone, uh, not the institutions, not the private sale. We don't have any ICO. We don't have any private sale or anything. So all the change token will be distributed free to the community. And at the same time, change company, as long as it earns money, so we will use 25% of the profit to buy back change token in the market and burn. So it will bring us uh, the demand in natural, right? So this is the token economy we explained. So that's why we decided our change token will start from the price zero, theoretically zero, and we want to protect the our our fans, our followers, uh, and the people who are trying to contribute to our community. So this is what we're trying to do.
Okay. So I think I also like read something about Bitsy. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it was
Yeah, you
in,
pronounce it correctly.
okay. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
you
not too many people can pronounce it, right? Yeah.
yeah. So you founded that in like 2013, I believe, after working for IBM for 12 years. So it started off as a Bitcoin mining business, which then became a blockchain solution provider. So my question is, what led you to realize that it was the right time to create a company that focused on blockchain solutions?
Mm, frankly speaking, at the very beginning, I left IBM and came into this industry was to make money. So we developed the BTC and the LTC mining chips and the miners. It was really profitable. But afterwards, we started to realize that blockchain as a technology could do a lot of things. And we tried a lot of things, as you know, like VeChain. We were trying to use blockchain to do anti-counterfeiting things, the supply chain management things. Um, Only by doing those could we contribute ourselves to the industry to make the world a better world. So I would feel honored to contribute to the more technology ahead, right? But the more I think in the research, the more I feel the most important thing blockchain can help is finance. That's why I started Fusion. So it's a it's a it's an experience, right? I
Right.
started from, yeah, I got into this industry from building the mining chips, mining farms. Actually, I built the first mining farm in China, but steadily I got to realize that the blockchain can do a lot of things. And just as I explained, we are we are foreseeing the self-banking, self-financing. This age will come. This is not. This is just not from the very first day. After a very long period of time I'm in this industry, I got to realize something new. So this is why I came into the technology part and try to build something for this world.
Um, did you want to like add anything else as far as, fusion goes? Like, what kind of like inspired you to like create it? Like, I know
Uh,
there was like a difference in like, the market, like there was something missing, but like other than that,
Other than that, recently when I have done a lot of things in the financial industry, I'm thinking that even if we see a lot of DeFi applications today, but we are still not at the stage that the coded and automated finance can be worked together with the real business today, like the internet, right? So it took a while for the internet to be connected with the real business, but it also takes time for the blockchain industry as well. And that's also something we're looking at.
um, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that I had to ask. I don't know if Abirok had anything that he wanted to say. Um,
Yeah, I want to say thank you and thank God to the communities. I have never thought about the achievements within 3 months. 3 months could be so huge. Um, and I would like to take this chance to thank to all the supporters from Fusion, from your community, from Change community, and I will always be around in community to discuss my thoughts and trying to learn from you from the community and let's work together because according to the token economy in change, um, any change token holder, you are a virtual shareholder because the change company is going to use 25% of the profit to buy back change tokens on a burn. Actually, change token holders, you are virtual shareholders of change company. So it's not only my job; it's the community's job. Let's work together.
yeah, definitely. But it was really, nice knowing about fusion and why it was created. I think that's really good. There was definitely a gap in the market. So I do think it'll be even bigger than it already is, obviously. But it was overall it was really nice talking to you. So thank you for that.
Same here.
But yeah, other than that,
Thank you, DJ. Thank you very much for coming over. It was very passionate because we interview a lot of people, and seldom do we come across people who have such passion for their projects. And I really wish you all the best in all your work ahead. change especially looks really exciting. I know it's a new project, so yeah, all the best to you for it.
Thank you so much. And let's catch up very soon.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Okay, so we're gonna finish this interview.
Yes.
Yep. Interview
Okay.
done. Thank you so much, DJ. We will send you some of the articles and videos from our event to you. All right, they'll be shared with you over the email. Our team will be
Okay,
in touch
great.
with you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.